Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagatmananji's inspiring bestseller Learn to Live, Volume 1, Chapter 2, Infinite Power is Hidden Within You. We must have a rational, scientific bent of mind, but at the same time, we must be open-minded and humble to know profound inner truths. Intense desire to transcend human limitations, to know one's true nature, and not fear, not primitive fear or obsession is the driving force in spiritual life. This is discussed by Swami Jagatmananji in this episode, Search for Truth. That there could be a difference between a man who considers himself to be a rationalist with a scientific bent of mind and a seeker of truth was brought home to me by a recent incident. A friend of mine who was widely read in matters relating to science always insisted that belief in God and religion is the product of a sense of fear and uncertainty in the mind. I was convinced that he had absorbed the views of some eminent Western thinkers, some so-called rational thinkers. Fortunately, he did not say that exploitation is at the root of all religions. It may be admitted that in some primitive tribes, belief in God or religion originated from a sense of fear. But this is not the whole truth. In cultured, civilized communities, the religious feelings are not an expression of any fear. A man standing before a forked road may reflect a while as to which direction he should take. It is more sensible to say that the religious sense is the outcome of an attempt to find answers to certain fundamental questions about life and the world. What was Gautama Buddha afraid of? What caused any fear in the mind of the great Shankaracharya? Should we consider the composers of the Upanishad, the seers of Upanishads, to be the seekers of truth or escapists? In India, philosophy and religion grew from the insights into the nature of ultimate reality. The Bhagavad Gita rose to resolve the conflict in the mind of Arjuna. The Sankhyas, who made a valuable contribution to Indian philosophy, laid the foundation of inquiry into the means of overcoming evils of life and existence. The origin of religion is an attempt to seek a way out of the limitations of the world, to attain the state of mind required for such profound relief. It is a keen desire for the exploration of the world within. My friend considered the behavior of such eminent thinkers, such great rishis and saints, such philosophers, such realized souls to be nothing but a form of psychological obsession. I asked him in which century this psychological theory was developed. Don't we see that the more recent scientific discoveries only disprove the previous discoveries which were also scientific? Does the attempt to explore the meaning and purpose of life proceed from a fear complex? Does fear become a cause for intense curiosity or intense desire to know truth? If the keen desire for seeking truth is an obsession, should we not say the spirit behind scientific investigations is also an obsession? One could identify the viewpoint of my friend with the following beliefs which have been accepted and which have solidified into a system. 1. Intelligent men or geniuses could not have been born before the advent of science. The raw and immature theory stating that scientific attitude means opposition to religion may have affected his subconscious mind right from childhood. He may have been disgusted with the infighting between religious groups and the hatred generated, the meanness, the exploitation and ill feelings rampant in the name of religion, and this may have distanced him from adequately trying to understand the scriptures or sacred books of religions. The inadequate understanding of the half-baked theories derived from the study of people with mental disorders may have led him to form opinions about great men as well on the same basis. It is neither uncommon nor unnatural for some who have attained a very high level of achievement or success in their chosen fields to gain the audacity, to have the audacity to express authoritative judgment on subjects over which they have no real command, without realizing that this overconfidence in their own judgment is ill-founded. The well-known psychologist Professor Eysenck says, scientists, especially when they leave the particular field in which they have specialized, are just as ordinary, pig-headed and unreasonable as anybody else, and the unusually high intelligence only makes their prejudices all the more dangerous. So Swami Jagdatmananji in this discussion says we must have a rational scientific bent of mind, but at the same time we must be open-minded and humble to know these profound inner truths. To be continued. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.